Welcome to Dear Alice, a lifestyle approach to interior design.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dear Alice. Today we are going to be talking about spring refreshes. And today just happens to be the first day of spring.
It's here.
So
we did
happy.
it.
Guys, did that go by fast for you?
2025 is flying.
Yeah, insanely
crazy.
fast.
She's got her racing shoes on.
For real.
Yeah.
I know. And the sky's blue and the weather's warming up. Thank heavens.
I'm in a mood. We were like, let's record a podcast about it because amongst ourselves, we often will talk about, because it's seasonal, right? It's kind of like the holidays. I don't know, it's just new life. I'm just so excited about my budding cherry blossoms, and it feels kind of like you're turning things over.
You are.
And so I wanted to know from Sue, and it's just been a conversation that we're having on the showroom a lot, just what are we doing to refresh our spaces for spring?
I love it. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys know that it's the year of the snake? So it's kind of like the same thing. It's like, obviously, like, with all the relationships we have in China, I have in China, like, Chinese New Year, huge thing. It's the year of the snake. It's like letting go of bad energy, bringing in new energy, new creative energy. So
Shedding.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So this is the year of the snake, letting go of the past, bringing in the new. Are there anything that you guys, are excited to bring in, or maybe good riddance to like get rid of?
I'll tell you this. I am in a mood. I don't remember feeling like this in the past several years, but I am ready to change everything.
Change some stuff up.
Everything. Like,
that's the snake getting
your
you.
year of the
Yeah.
snake. I love it.
I went to get my hair done early this week and I was like, I might just cut it all off and get a perm. I don't know. I'm just in a mood.
Yeah.
I really am just in a mood to change everything.
Anything goes. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys have heard about me talking about painting my living room for a while now. So paint color's been chosen. I'm painting the grass cloth. As I've told you all, it's really happening. I'm going to do my wall color, this really deep. Actually, I brought it for you today.
Amazing.
So those of you guys that are tuning in right now, as you know, this is called, those of you tuning in and watching this on video, I'm going to hold up my paint chip. This is from Ben Moore. It's called Tropical Oasis.
Ooh, you're going on vacation.
It's amazing.
What was that? Wait, what was that Wham song? Club Tropicana. Do you guys remember it?
I don't think I do.
I wish we could play music
I
right
think
now.
I could.
You, DJ.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pull over, turn it on. Yeah.
Then we'll
So-
resume.
Yeah.
Guys, straight up, am I from,
That's
is it 1987 in here? Am I doing my waltz teal?
that's gonna be amazing.
You know what?
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
If it may, and then my ceiling color, I'm kind of debating between sort of a dark mustardy gold or just doing like 20% of the color of the ceiling. So I'm looking at Sea Star from Ben Moore right now for the ceiling. It's kind of if this makes you feel any more confident in my choice, y'all, it's kind of the same as this sort of feeling that's on this book. I just had this on my console in here. But
I kind of want to
who
see the
wouldn't
mustard
trust you?
ceiling actually, though.
I know. It could be fun.
Right. So
Yeah.
pretty. So this could be the ceiling and then this could be the walls. So I'm just waiting for my painter to finally get over here. And then we're going to make a big mess out of my entire house. Cause
So
they
excited.
got to cover it in plastic. You got to move all the stuff out. It's going to get dirty and dusty. And I'm so excited.
But it's going to
be
smell
so cool.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's
gonna have a new
I
house
love the smell
smell.
of paint.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Fumes. It's the best.
Like I think your grass cloth is awesome too, but it's like pretty neutral. So I think just
You know what? In the words of Suzanne Hall, I feel nothing when I go in that room. I just,
Nothing in a neutral space.
Yeah.
it also,
It's
do you know
dead
what
in the eyes.
it feels dry and I want to go glossy on this and I just want it to almost feel wet.
Yeah.
You know, like I
Yep.
keep bringing in crystal into that room to try and gloss it up a little bit.
Mhm.
Because I feel like, when we made this decision 10 years ago, the drier finishes were in style and it just kind of feels drab. It makes me want to take a nap. So I'm excited to walk in the front door and be so energized when I
Yeah.
look
You're
into
gonna
that
walk through
space.
your warmed cognac door
I know.
into tropical oasis, y'all.
Yeah.
That's
so much fun.
That's what started the party was the orange door.
You reinvented yourself.
Yeah, warmed
love that.
cognac.
Once
yeah.
you paint
love
one
that.
thing, you just gotta paint
It's
the
addicting.
next.
Well, and I'm working on the front office, which is just adjacent to that room where I'm like, I gotta feel something in here too.
So
It is
cool.
going to be addicting, and maybe I'll get a perm. You never know. So
Yeah. You're the snake.
ready.
You can do anything.
Get ready.
what's
I
what's
love
new
it.
for you, Sue?
What's new for me? I'm actually, so we all know that like color's big and you all know I love color and layering's big. Like this castle core and like the more collections and things you have, I'm excited. All this like last couple months, I've been like getting rid of stuff. I've been purging things I don't like, and I've just been like collecting new things. So I think I'm gonna be restyling stuff because I've had it here for a second. So I'm just like ready to spin it different and ready to maybe add more color back in. How I don't know exactly. We're gonna be working on all as far as like all the planters. And like it's getting warmer outside, so I'm so happy to reinvent like my front, that porch area.
Wow.
I think will be really good. Trying to convince Tom to paint the house. Wouldn't that be so much fun?
The exteriors. What color are you thinking?
Gosh, I've gone the rounds.
I didn't even know this was even in the.
I know it's always been like stirring in my head.
Suzanne has.
He would rather just like tear the house down.
Tell them what you have right now.
Right now, it's the original like 1971. Really, this long textural brick, and it's kind of this ivory natural color, but kind of to your dry sensations, right? And the house isn't big, but I'm like, man, if it was something else, whether it be brighter or more saturated, I don't know. Like, I would do like a pink house. I would do a pink house.
That would be rad.
So who knows? Who knows what 2025 will bring? But Tom, if you're listening, could be fun.
Get your power sprayer ready.
But you do. What about you, Corey? What are you doing?
Man, more of like, I'm just ready for a change. Just personally, I'm still working on that damn cabin, and it's just been such a roadblock. And I'm actually really excited just to get to the normal build part about it. So what I'm trying to do is just like that frustration that you just heard in me. I'm trying to just let go of that, and then just take things as they come, and it is what it is. Good, bad, neutral to it.
I bet it'll be really fun to drive up there even in the spring, and just feel the seasons of what will eventually be.
Yeah,
for that whole scene.
Yeah, we went up there and stayed overnight this last season, and just to kind of like, I don't know, just reignite the passion for it again. Be like, we're doing the right thing. So I'm super excited about it. It's going to be really cool.
Get your why all dialed in again.
Yeah, exactly.
Those long projects are hard,
They really are. It's a marathon, and you just have to just keep going, just step by step. That's what I tell myself. Hey, I'm just going to do the best I can today, and then I'm going to do that again tomorrow, until it's done.
When it's done, though, you forget the flood.
That's true.
I don't know.
That is
My
true.
bathrooms are great.
It's like,
not about the flood.
Yeah.
I mean,
if I think about it too long. But
like my wife has said this, but it's when it's like having another baby. It's like you forget all about that pain. You know what I mean? And you just love the baby part of it. So
it's so true.
Yeah.
Well, we're so excited to talk about this every year. I think this is an annual thing. This is our spring refresh episode that we're going to call it. And we want to talk about ways that we think that you could benefit from refreshing your home for spring, and some of the ideas that we've come up with, be it scent, be it simple as pillows, just all the different ways that like we are turning our homes around to make us like it again. So
to feel something.
Yep. Ooh, yeah. Feel something in 2025. If you look around your house and you just don't feel something, give yourself a break and take some of these notes. I think this is going to be really, really exciting, and to reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
Get a perm. Okay. Awesome.
I love it.
Okay.
So good. Well, the first thing, which is really easy and costs hardly anything, is to just get a new scent for your home. It will make things feel fresh and new, and it's kind of subliminal because you don't have to do a whole lot. You can do this with a diffuser or with a candle. Soon I grabbed the top three scents that we are loving right now for spring, and all of us can do this.
Yes. I'm not even going to. Okay, if you've ever come into the store, you've probably smelled this, or if you've ever seen the beautiful medallion, usually it's gold. It's a company called Trudon, and I love
this. Is the oldest candle maker, I think, in the world.
Like 1653. Like this is what like the royal family uses. It's from like, I think it's out of Paris, or isn't it out of France? And I think that like the beehives, like in that wax, is just like this ancient
beeswax, the glass. They're originally in these beautiful green vessels, and it's like the glass that they use for wine, and then they have big, beautiful, prestigious gold shield label that's embossed on it, and the scents are incredible. We're not going to do it justice, but they do make this special version that Suze is holding up, and it's this white on white, so the vessel's white and the big label is white.
Yes. And this is like, if I'm having a bad day, I'll go out to the showroom and I'll just sniff. I can be like, it's gonna be okay. It's called I'm going to name this Giambattista Valli. Anyway, the white on white is what you're looking for. We sell this online. And if you want to give yourself a reboot for spring, get this. I will say that True Dawn, more than any other candle that I've ever had, has the most beautiful carry through the house. I pass it and I smell expensive.
Amazing. Yes.
Like there could be toys I'm tripping, Legos I'm stepping on, but everything's going to be okay because it smells good.
When you guys I don't do this often enough, and I really need to, because when I carry a scent in my home too long, I get like so bored of it and I smell it, and yeah, it just becomes as if it's not even there.
They say you become nose blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you guys switching scents like every year or every season?
All the time.
And if you do that, like, are you one scent everywhere?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's kind of, and you'll relate to this because you love music. It's like having a new playlist. I make a new playlist for every season, and it helps me remember the difference between seasons, because sometimes our years just go so fast. I mean, as you know, we're sitting in spring right now, and you're like, what's the difference from January till now? But if you had a playlist for winter of 25, spring 25 gives you this whole new feeling. You get this whole new scent. And to answer your question, I do not do the same scent throughout the house.
Okay.
I kind of do it depending on the mood or the vibe I want of that room. So the living room can be a little bit more sophisticated scent, but we'll cheat and jump into my scent.
Yeah.
This one I love. I have this in my powder bath right now, but I could also carry this into my primary suite. This is from Antica Farmacista, and this is called Lush Palm. And this just smells like you're at an all-inclusive resort.
Yeah.
Isn't that just...
And it like smells like spring. It smells fresh, new.
Lush Palm. I mean, this is so lovely. We do sell this one online, and I do the diffuser because sometimes I don't remember to light the candle, and it's just so nice to walk in the back door because it's in my powder bath right there by the back door, and I'm just like... Oh, resort life. Okay, I'm at home now. I can put my shoulders down. I'm going to hurry and get on my slippers. I actually heard somebody say that you need to take off your shoes and put something else on. Otherwise, you kind of stay in that mode, that work mode. So
true.
I have to get my shoes off and get my slippers on. And I smell this and I'm like transported to a new place.
I need to, I never do that.
I actually also I take off my clothes and put on my silk jammies and my robe. So it's just like an instant reset.
You got a dial. I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So Lush Palm is my go-to. I love this. And actually, if I'm ever wondering like what gift to give, like a nice gift to a girlfriend, nobody hates this. It really is just like, happy birthday. Take your brain to a high-end resort right now. Go open it up, put the sticks in, and start living like this.
They have, I mean, obviously there's like candle in the same scent.
Yes.
And everything.
Yeah.
Our kitten is insane. He knocks everything over. So I'm just thinking like,
give yourself a break.
Diffuser, yeah.
Well, if you are doing the diffuser, I highly recommend our diffuser crystal dish because it does keep it standing and stable, and so it's harder to knock it over.
Fred proof.
Kitty cat.
Fred proof,
yeah.
So and it's just stunning too, and also protects the surface of your furniture because if that oil does get on your furniture,
takes finish off.
It takes the finish off. Yeah.
Yes,
if it doesn't tip, sometimes like if it's on the bottom at all, that's such a hot tip.
Yeah,
I love that. Okay. Our number 3, I love Lush Palm also. Number 3 is from Lola James Harper, which we air freight from France. And this is called The First Morning of Spring. So very applicable. They have a lot of like other scents that are a little bit more gypsy and all these things, but this is like what we light for spring. And it's called The First Morning of Spring. And it just smells, I don't know, it just smells like like you opened up the windows, you're feeling the fresh air,
and you're like
the
notes,
and you're smelling some of the blossoms. Do you guys ever do that? Like we go on a lot of walks with our kids, and like in spring, like I'm always like getting out my dumb app and like trying to identify. I'm like, what is it I'm smelling from this tree every time I pass it? That's kind of what this reminds me of. It's just a walk outside, and this like trees are starting to blossom. I love it.
You can like almost like smell like a polleny, like
something about it.
Yeah.
I just love.
I kind of want to look up what notes are in that. Anyway.
First Morning of Spring.
That's so good. You can't lose.
It's so good. And like just for your daily routine, like refreshing your house, I actually light a candle every time I walk through the door. Like you put on your slippers. There's something about lighting a candle that's so therapeutic for me at the end of the day. So I love a candle.
Because it's kind of like lighting a fireplace too. It's a real mood.
Yeah, it is a real mood. And I know that I'm just like, hey, I'm lighting the candle. That means I'm going to be here for a second.
Yeah.
For it to like get really nice and melted and burn lovely. that means I'm home.
Do you guys like the sound of it? Do you like the little like
I
crackle?
love it.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing.
I absolutely
in the
love
world.
it. Yeah.
And also to go with that, I'd crack a window now that it's spring. If it's, if it's not freezing outside, but there's just something about fresh air.
Mhm.
Also, like crack the window in your bedroom a little bit and just make it smell really fresh in there. I love that right before bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of dreamy. I did it last night.
You're welcome. Okay, first day of spring. I'm so excited for the scent.
Yes, yes. Along with color. Actually, this kind of goes along with, besides scent, I guess, restyling,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sue. You're in this mood right
No,
now.
I'm in a mood, guys. I don't know if it's just because like my kids are growing up, so they're at different phases. So I feel like mom's in a different phase too. And so again, when I restyle, I'm clearing off everything. I kind of want to like rethink my whole mantle a little bit.
Guys, by her saying she clears off everything, how Sue styles, she takes everything off the coffee table, everything off the mantle. She doesn't just shift a few things around. She completely empty slates it. If we go to style a client's built-in, she's taking everything off and then starting fresh. So that is a really pro tip, just to completely reimagine it and see it as brand new. Yeah.
Don't you think that makes you feel like it helps you edit things easier, like what to subtract? Because you're just like, you restyle it. It's like, oh, there's actually isn't room for this thing that I'm not gravitating towards anymore.
Yeah,
you know?
but if I'm just like replacing one thing or a couple things and leaving a couple things there, I can't see as it could be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll usually like put like things with each other. I'll get on my coffee table books over here, and then I'll restyle my coffee table. I'll restyle my end tables. I'll redo the mantle, but at least I can like put up stuff that I really want to feel again. If I want to feel it and I still love it, I'm going to put it back up there, or I can reimagine it a different way, which is really, really exciting. So cocktail table. I still am absolutely in love with our pink book cradle. So like, I know that that's going to be there. I'm probably going to mix up the books and just like mix up everything on my surfaces there. On pillows, again, I have kids. And so there's a couple that I know like throughout the year, just like my ride or die pillows that my kids like, they can't hurt. But to add, I've said this before, I added 2 of these mustard velvet pillows to my sofa. And you guys, and it's not anything complicated. I have a 108-inch like sofa, and I just need 2 of these in one corner, and it's such an edited look, and they're just stacked together.
We need to throw the picture up.
We'll throw the picture up, but it's amazing what it did for that room, and it looks so designer. It's that mega like color blocking that I love so much, but this color just makes you happy too. So this in
those of you that aren't watching right now, this is kind of a dark mustardy gold colored velvet pillow and has a really beautiful tiny little satin welt, and it's velvet front and back. And it just brightens up any space and makes it come to life. Yeah. Your sofa is a little tiny diagonal black and white stripe. So it reads just kind of neutral, like a brighter gray from a distance. Yeah. And adding the double yellow pillows to it is so chic and just absolutely warmed up the whole room.
Yeah, I was about to say the warmth that it added, and it's in front of a window, and so the green coming out from like my big tree outside my window. And so anything happening that's blooming outside your windows, like with this, it's like sunshine. Yeah. It's absolutely stunning. So I think yellow in general, yellow, bright greens, blues, whatever your favorite color is a great way to refresh your space. And like, just
tell them about the project we shot down in St. George recently.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So we did. It's actually the Windsor.
We'll put an image up on the screen. Yeah.
It's Windsor Manor on our portfolio, but she's very neutral. We actually like compared her much to like Windsor Smith. It's a very neutral palette, really classic. And we did this parlor for her, relatively neutral. She has like this really pretty kind of burnt sienna colored velvet sofa. But everything else was really, really just neutral, black, white, gray. Yep. What clear. And so when we went to go do the photo shoot, we're like, what can we do to add something to this space to give it a pulse back that the camera will like grab onto and make us feel something,
And those of you that are interior designers, on photo shoots, sometimes you just bring stuff that maybe the homeowner doesn't want, but you're just going to do it because you want to make this more editorial. You want to take a few risks, and we have a store, so it's easy for us to just bring things down for the shoot and bring them back. So we were like, let's send down the yellow tulips. Let's send down a pair of these yellow pillows, and let's really make this very neutral scene pop and make it more editorial. So we did a pair of these.
We did a pair of these.
These are on the website. Those of you that are not what is this called? It's something grid. Will you look it up on the website?
Yes.
Under pillows. I want to tell them this so that they can look it up later.
It's so beautiful. It's a graphic, almost like a needle point.
Yeah, it is.
feels like.
It
So
is
there's
a needle
something-
point. Yeah.
So there's something very, I don't know, it feels very authentic. It doesn't feel like a cheap print or anything,
Yeah.
but it has like this really lovely like cadmium yellow with this taupe and this like ivory graphic check. Reminds me a little of Paul Smith.
Yeah.
You know, English
totally.
design plus the needle point. Like there's just a real antiquity to it. I love these. And we just did 2 of them, which I think modernizes it.
Mhm.
Instead of having one in each corner, we had them stacked next to each other,
Yep.
which again, I think is like a really cool edit and like a clean way to freshen up for spring.
Mhm.
Is to like get rid of all the pillows and just do 2 great ones
Also,
stacked up to each other.
I think you guys all know this, but in case you don't, I feel like it's our job to share with you because we gotta all keep each other in the know and not gatekeep. But we're not karate chopping pillows.
No.
We haven't been for a couple years. So when Susan's saying like we're just leaning these 2 by themselves, you kind of want them to look relaxed. And sometimes you might push in on all 4 sides just to make it look soft and give it
Cool.
shape. But you're not doing that really aggressive, pointy-eared
Rabbit ear.
karate chop anymore. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a dead
And
giveaway. Y'all.
Also, it'll make your images look dated if you are going to shoot your projects. So you're going to want to use color. We know this because we have a publishing agent, and they'll often send us what
Performs.
like what magazine outlets are
Yeah.
wanting to know right now, and they're like, we need colored kitchens. We need it's basically anything
Color drenched.
with color.
Yeah.
So if you're shooting a project right now that's super neutral, you're not going to get picked up for any of these. When they're asking for color, which we all know color's kind of been the new thing for the last year and a half or so.
Yep.
So it's hard because if you already have a project shot, you probably worked on it a few years ago. So anything moving forward, you've got to bring in the colored pillows. You've got to bring in the accessories. They want color everything.
Yep.
Yeah. So this really kind of changed the game.
Yeah.
A pair of pillows, some yellow tulips.
Yep. And like it changed the room. The room was beautiful, classic, but this just like injected it with something that you could feel.
Corey, what's the pillow called?
This is Giotano pillow.
Uh-huh.
We sell them at a set of 2.
Yeah. Perfect.
What other information did you want to know on it?
Yeah, no, that was it.
Okay.
On the website, just so that we could identify it. So we're going to show you a picture of how that room turned out. And I just wanted to say this for Spring Refresh because you guys can really change the way your room feels with some faux stems or real stems. You can bring home fresh flowers and a pair of pillows. It's pretty dynamic. So this is going to give you a little bit more of that formal look, but still super fashionable. You can do the double yellow pillows like Sue says. You might not be a yellow person. You might be a green person or a pink person. Or if you're a more relaxed aesthetic, these really beautiful kind of aged, sort of rusty pink tones. This is a Libico linen pillow. And this one is also on the website. This is great. It's called the Pillow Color in Apricot, RE. It's 25 by 25. This is the size that you love for your sofa.
Yeah. Because I have a deep
one.
sofa. A lot of us have deep sofas, right?
Yep.
These days. So I just have like 2 25s on each corner, like usually, and then I had the yellow ones. So
You have 2 on each corner.
no. I only have ever like just 2 pillows, like
Okay.
2 big pillows on my sofa.
Okay.
Like, 'cause that's all
And
I
she
need.
goes 25. This is almost like a Euro.
Yeah.
Euros are 26 by 26s. So anyway, we like adding 2 of the same. That's my formula in my house too. Yeah. It's not about the tricky pillows anymore. You want to look chic and effortless. You want to go bigger on your pillow and use less of them.
You might have a great throw on one end or something like that, but like these pillows are amazing. I will say too, oh gosh, this is another one that Jess is holding up.
This is the same pillow, different colorway. It also comes in a blue linen. So
Like this like yummy, almost like chartreusey color.
yeah, what do they call this?
Really, really
one?
great. With like little kids, I'm gonna like give a big plug for these kind of pillows. They're so good with kids.
Yeah,
Like sometimes
resilient.
velvet, things like that with like dogs, kids, like they can be ruthless with your things.
Mhm.
But these perform awesome.
Yeah.
So mothers worried about, oh, maybe when my kids get older, don't wait. Get the pillows.
Yeah.
Get good ones. Yeah.
This
Are there
color
ones?
is called olivine. I don't know why. It's like olive with INE on the end, but it's just really beautiful, kind of acidic, yellow, worn out. These are both Belgium linens. And so you just zip off the covers, put them in the wash, line dry, pull them on,
Yeah. Amazing.
and all is forgiven.
I know, but it's gonna give you a lot of energy
Yes.
that you've needed after that long dreary winter.
Yes, you
Okay.
do.
I love it.
Entertaining.
Entertaining. Yeah, this is one that I want to put out because specifically we put out our marble collection at the beginning of this year. And when I saw, which one is it called with like the blades on it?
The Calcutta Viola, and it's
the
the Dolce tray.
Okay, our Dolce tray. When I saw that and it came out in January, in the dead of January, I'm like, oh man, the cakes would look so cute for like your spring parties with like all your girlfriends or your birthday parties. Like it just completely elevates it. And so I got really excited about the styling for entertaining. Like the trays, again, we had like marble trays that we introduced and the candles. And I don't know, again, you were just coming out of hibernation.
Yeah.
It's been a long winter.
And it's like the baby showers, the bridal showers, the birthday parties. It just feels like there's so much to celebrate, and there's always a spring wedding or graduation. Is my daughter's graduating next month, right? So it's like together, and people are coming together, and we're celebrating this new life together. And there's just, it just really elevates the whole thing.
Yeah, and just like there's a reason to celebrate a lot in the spring. And so
another thing with entertaining, I have to say, is I've had our Athena lamp in Calcutta Viola on my dining table since last August, since my birthday. I brought home the prototype as soon as it came in. I was like, this is cool. I want to try something. So I brought it home. I got a little extension cord. I put it right in the middle of my white round, 60-inch round dining table. And I have had that thing on, I swear, for 6 months. I just leave it on at night. It's like a nightlight in the kitchen. It glows marble, and it's so fun to gather around it and see everybody's faces just lit by this lamplight. So I think in entertaining, loading up your table, but having a little center light is really fun.
I love that. And there's some, and maybe this is also why I was feeling it like in January, because that Calcutta Viola, that purple, like that amethyst to the eggplant to the, it just has such interesting tones that feel very applicable, like for right now. Totally. In the spring to, again, inject color, which we're talking about, right? For spring refresh. But also just, it just feels, I don't know, there's something so
kind of nods
deep about
to
it.
that castle core thing.
Yes, thank you. That's
where it's like the antiques, but it's like new because it's this sort of modern, simple shape. It's like a triangle and a cylinder, right?
It just feels iconic.
Yeah, it really does.
Beautiful.
And so it feels old, but it feels fresh and new, and it makes everything around it seem like you're in some Italian bakery somewhere, right? You can go buy grocery store croissants and throw them on one of our marble slabs, and it's gonna look expensive.
So true.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to rewire anything for a chandelier or anything. You just put a lamp
on the table.
And, on the table. I want to, like, that's another thing I want to do. Like on my kitchen countertop until we're ready to remodel the kitchen, having that Calcutta Viola, like lighting up there. People will be like,
under your backsplash.
Did you guys remodel?
Oh my gosh.
Like, no, it's just a lamp.
Yeah.
But again, it's just something to like make you feel something. And like that Calcutta Viola, I feel something.
Yeah.
That Dolce tray, I feel something.
Yeah.
Like, it is good.
Do you know what else I'm excited about for spring? Foraging. Oh, how much have we missed?
Hello.
How much have we missed branches? That is just like the biggest party trick, don't you think?
It really, really is. Like
snipping off those cherry blossoms or those budding trees and getting them in water in your house, cracking that window, having your fresh scent, bringing in a little bit of color, plugging in that old lamp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
Let's throw a party.
Yeah. Let's throw a party.
For saying foraging, in addition to foraging, like cut off all your branches, bring them inside. Not all of them, but some of them. But I will say that I've said this before in other spring refreshes, but just going like getting yourself flowers. I try and do this like every week, every other week if I need to, but I have like on my entry table, I love having fresh flowers. You know who you are if that like really speaks to you, but it just like you go there and you get what's in season. Or, and you get the color that you want, and it's going to just like bring out different things in the art that's behind it. Or I don't know, it just like breathes new life. And it's honestly, I love the memory that my kids will always have. Like I only have boys. And so a long time, like when I think I was either having my third or second, and Tom was just like, you know what, you're the only girl in our family. He's like, we should always have flowers. And I'm just like, shoot, yeah, we should always have flowers.
You married the right person.
I did.
That, yeah.
I did, for sure. But like, it's not a big investment. You go to Trader Joe's, you get some stems and you put it in. And it's like one of those like me moments where even if someone gets flowers from me, yes, I have to do the work, but I love doing the work. And there's something about spring and getting your hands like in the dirt and doing something beautiful and creating something. It's that moment of creation, like be inspired by different like florists and things. Like I have a whole Pinterest board just called Blooms. Yeah. And I look at that every time. I'm like, what do I want to feel? And I'll look at that before I head to Trader Joe's to get our weekly stuff. And it's really fun because then at least like I can be quick into like maybe they have something different that I'm like, I think I could use that tall stem if I have those images in my mind. So anyway, I love fresh flowers, and I think that's an immediate way. Like even if your branches aren't flowering yet, go ahead and go get yourself some fresh flowers and put them on your entry or put them by your sink or next to your bed. That's a fun thing. When you get a bunch of flowers, you always have little stems. So I have like other little bud vases and nosegays and things I can always like pepper it into, and it makes me feel so happy. Especially on the weekend, you clean your house, put new flowers in, you light the candles. Hello,
New house.
You're winning
you buy
a life.
yourself a cake and put it on the Dolce tree.
Yeah, seriously.
Seriously, new lease on life.
I love that.
So do that for yourself.
I would say just houseplants in general. Mari and I,
So true.
at the beginning of our marriage, we were never good at keeping these things alive. And so naturally, they just lived by like our kitchen sink where we could just like remember to water them,
Yeah.
you know? And one was getting just like too big. So I was like, you know what? I'm putting this in the front room. I'm going to remember to water it. I've been pretty good about it.
Good job.
Good.
It's been about, a month and a half and it's still alive. But I put it on top of my piano in my front room, and I'll see it in the mirror of my entry as I like walk by, or I'm like sitting there playing guitar. It literally breathes life into my room.
does.
And I'm like, and my front room is just, it's really dark. It's a black and ceiling and walls, just to be moody for when I'm playing music. But that like green in there just like reinvigorated the room to me.
Completely crisps it up.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
Like, am I rock star?
And it
I'm a
adds
rock
those
star.
organic
Yeah.
lines to it.
Mhm.
Speaking of plants, so we'll get to do our porch plants because Mother's Day is right around the corner.
Yep.
They always say you have to wait until Mother's Day and then you're safe to do your porch. So we actually have some really fun new planters. That,
I'm super excited about
oh
them.
my gosh, I know. They're going to land, do you think May-ish?
Yeah, I think they'll probably launch
Mother's Day?
end of May probably. That's the goal. That's our goal.
Yeah, totally. Gosh, they're so pretty. These big, gorgeous, huge white glazed pots with ribs. And then we also have some big, glossy black ones.
Mhm.
Think Daryl Carter. Those of you designers know who I'm talking about. Those who don't, Google the reference Daryl Carter. Just put in black pots. Amazing for a front porch. I think it's so chic. And then you can do flowers. I'm kind of like not in a flowery era where I just wanted to do like really big green shapes.
Mhm.
And just
Cabbages or something, or
no, but I do love a cabbage. Yeah.
I think they're rad.
I do too. Yeah. I have some little pots that I need to figure out what that outfit is for that. And so we have a month, you guys. We just all need to start Pinteresting and figuring out what we want to do for our porch pots. But I do have 3 evergreen things that can just live all year round that are different sort of shapes. One's a cone, one's kind of a circle and on a stick.
cute.
And then I have kind of a low one. Kind of reminds me of our marble shapes, like our marble shape studies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geometry
So,
is interesting. and
Geometry.
sculptural
Yeah.
and-
So those are my big ones. And then I have some layered little ones in there.
amazing.
And I just am like right now, guys, I'm such a geek. I'm actually propagating one of my favorite, the Chinese money plant.
Mhm.
Do you remember when I got you a Chinese money plant
Sure
like 2
do.
years ago,
Yeah.
3 years ago? I still have that alive.
Guys,
I've- It's so easy to propagate. You just
Okay.
pull the little arm off and stick it in water and it starts spreading. Then you stick that in dirt.
Give me a piece.
Guys,
of
I could have
piece of the gift.
sibling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sisters.
So I've
Oh my
propagated it and I have all these little terracotta pots going in my
Martha.
window. I
Hello.
don't even know who I am.
Like, for real?
You're painting your rooms, your
Why
doors.
is it so fun? I've shed my skin, guys. I'm a
Yeah.
new person.
You're the
And then
snake.
I have these little seedlings that I gave my girlfriends for my birthday. And I was like, all of us needs to plant these. I forget what's her name.
No, she's like the loveliest. Y'all know her. She's
She made fun of me.
from Great Britain, and she's just like the loveliest, kind of a Gwyneth Paltrow, Sienna Miller, kind of just shoveled in the most gorgeous and perfect way.
Mhm.
And you're like, I just want to I want to eat cake with you and plant seedlings.
There's this cow that comes on. Hello, darlings.
Hello, darling.
Hello, I've just come out to the garden shed and I've just cut these wild stems and I'm putting them in you're like, I'm totally addicted to
I'm
you.
sold.
And
Whatever you're doing.
suddenly your
I'm in.
shoulders come down and you're relaxed. And I'm just going to watch her plant something.
Just like, I'm bundled up because the heater's out, but we're going to do some things. So that sounds like
I-
fun. And you're like, so you're just like, oh, my
That's
heater's having issues too.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's in the most
She's my
pleasant way. Like
friend.
it's not even an issue. It's just,
No.
we're just going
Let's
to keep
go
going with life
plant
anyway.
flowers.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yes.
Just letting go of that bad
letting go.
energy.
So
Yeah.
she's
the
talking
skin.
about how there's these lacy little white little
dancers, just
the wind blows and they just sort of, and anyway, I was like, I gotta find these things. So I found on Amazon the seedlings. I gave it to my friends. We're all gonna have these little dancing fairies. She called them dancing fairies. And I don't know what they're really called. We're gonna have to put them in the show notes. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll have to put her account on here too, because she's worth the share. And
yeah, you'll love it.
Girls gotta share.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm planting the little seeds this spring, watering them. I'm just gonna propagate them so they turn into little plants, and then I'm gonna put them in my yard. And it's like full sun or part sun. So I don't know if we can screw it up, but I'm going to try that this year from seeds.
Wow.
I'm going to sprout like
so
little
magical.
baby ones. Well, I know another designer in Arkansas. Shout out to Ashley Childers. She does all of her own little seedlings. She's got racks. She's got the lights. She grows them and then she puts them out in her yard. And then she can just have cutting garden, like bring stuff in all the time.
That's amazing.
We should have her on the podcast.
I also feel like that'd be,
let's
do
Yeah,
that. You guys will love her. Yeah. So,
Call us.
those are the things. Those are the things that we have on our list for spring.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope that was worth a listen.
Yeah.
I do too. I'm excited.
We're in a mood. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to
Yes,
smell
yes.
good. We're going to look good. We're bringing color in.
Feel fresh.
Yeah, fresh flowers. We're planting pots. Yeah, all of
I
it.
hope this has been inspiring. It's been
I hope
inspiring
so
for me.
too.
For sure.
Yes. If you guys have any podcast topic ideas, we'd love to hear them. So please send them to us at dearalice@alicelanehome.com. And we'd also love for you to leave us a 5-star review. We actually love your reviews. We sit and read them before we start
print
recording.
them out. They're in a binder.
For
Yeah.
We
real,
love
guys.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so fun. And I wanted to quickly give a plug to our home furnishing design service. It's our free service here. So if you are working on a project, we have a fantastic service where our team will put your room in CAD. They'll populate it. This is if you're in the market to get new furnishings. We'll have a designer work on your project for free and put it together with all of our resources. We have 200 vendors. We have thousands of fabrics. We have we just have so many resources. We would love to be able to help you guys. And also we have all of this amazing furniture that we're designing and making,
We
and
have new launches all the time.
it's unique to the marketplace.
Yeah.
And we can put your room together in a really beautiful way. So if you're interested in that, how do they find that design service, Corey?
Go to alicelanehome.com, the design services tab, scroll down to home furnishing design, fill out that form. One of our designers will get back to you and we'll get you rolling.
It's really fun. What better way to spring refresh than that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that room that looks dead and dreary.
Yes.
Time to reboot.
Yep. Okay, guys, we'll catch you next time. Hey, thanks for listening. If you like our show, please leave a 5-star rating.